base une business developer construct.
My name is Buba, Jajere. I represent Fika Fune, Federal Constituency, Yobe State. I just perused through the submissions made by the Honorable Minister and made some observations. And some of the observations include, I saw that you have the training project, the soil wash, and the pay wash. These are 3 projects that are being executed by the Federal Ministry of Water Resources. And I noticed that in the entire Northeast region, Gombe State is the sole beneficiary of these 3 projects. Is there any criteria you use in selecting states to benefit from these projects? Because I'm wondering if Yobe could also be a beneficiary from such projects, you know. But I noticed it was only Gombe in the entire Northeast that are beneficiaries. That is one. Secondly, Honorable Minister, I just perused through the 2025 appropriation bill submitted by your ministry, and I noticed that under your capital projects, there is no single project that is captured for my state, Yobe. Not to talk about my constituency, Fika Fune. I think we need to also look at that, Honorable Minister, because it's a small state, and if I can put it this way, we are still young and poor, and we need all the assistance we may need from you, especially in the area of water and sanitation. The third observation I did, Honorable Minister, from your presentation on page 7, where you mentioned that you are projecting revenue of about 17 million naira in the 2025 appropriation. And in your own Annex 8, under the 2025 appropriation bill, under independent revenue, it was stated 0 allocation there. I don't know why the 12 or the 17 million naira also captured in your appropriation bill. Thank you.
A member from Yobe talk about, I think Yobe and in the southeast, we're talking about soil wash and pea wash programs. Because when soil wash and pea wash came on board, some states, a criteria was given, and some states at that particular time, that is before this regime, met those criteria, and they were brought on board, and they are enjoying, they are benefiting from soil wash and pea wash. When this administration came on board, we look at it that it is important to include all other states in these programs. So what I did was that I wrote to all the 36 states of the Federation to indicate interest in the soil wash and pea wash programs. And many states have written. So we're looking at it. Those that meet the criteria for those programs, that is the soil wash and pea wash, we are going to include them this year to also benefit in the soil wash and pea wash program.
Honorable members, I think the budget is before you, and with the presentation of the Honorable Minister on the budget of the Federal Ministry of Water Resources 2025, I hereby admit the budget for further scrutiny of the committee.
I'm absolutely convinced with his explanation. He made mention that letters were written to state governments, and I will find out if such letter has reached my own state, and I will make sure we discuss with the executive governor to respond to such a letter, because trimming and the other programs are very important programs for a state like Yobe, you know, where you have water and sanitation problems. We'll take it off from the state level and then see how we can follow it up at the federal ministry.